The scream cut through the night like a blade. People walking along the quiet bridge froze. But only one person moved Jonas. He had been heading home from a long shift, exhausted, shoulders heavy, mind drowning in thoughts he wished he could forget. But the moment he heard that desperate cry, everything inside him switched. Someone was in the water. Jonas dropped his bag and ran. Onlookers shouted warnings, but Jonas didn't hear a thing. He only saw a pair of hands fighting the cruel waves below a stranger. Terrified, moments away from slipping under forever. Without hesitation, he leapt into the dark river. The shock of the cold stole his breath, but he pushed forward, fighting the current. Each stroke burned, yet he reached the struggling stranger, a teenage boy, barely conscious, gasping between sobs. "I've got you," Jonas said, gripping him firmly. "Stay with me." The boy clung to him, shivering violently, whispering, I didn't want to die." Jonas didn't judge. He didn't question. He simply held on tighter and kicked harder, toward the shore where people reached out their hands, shouting encouragement. But the current grew stronger. The boy slipped once Jonas tightened his grip. He slipped again. Jonas used the last of his strength to push him upward. By the time helping hands pulled the boy to safety, Jonas was drifting backward, exhausted, carried by a current he could no longer fight. "Wait, someone help him!" The boy screamed, scrambling to stand, but his legs failed beneath him. Jonas gave one last tired smile, soft, peaceful, before the river swallowed him. The rescue team found him an hour later. The world called him a hero. But to his sister, Mira, who stood trembling beside the riverbank, he was simply her brother, the one who always put others first, even when no one noticed. A week later, the teenage boy visited their home, tears filling his eyes. "I didn't know him," he whispered, voice breaking. "But he saved me when no one else moved." Mira placed a hand on his shoulder. "That's who Jonas was," she said softly. "He always believed every life mattered, even the life of a stranger." The boy nodded, holding back sobs. "I'll live better. For him." And that was how Jonas' story didn't end in the river. It lived on, carried forward by the stranger whose life he saved, and by everyone who learned that, sometimes, the greatest hero is the one who simply chooses to act when others stand still.